Hey guys, so what is up? RedPandaMining here. How you guys all doing? I hope you're all doing really well and having a really great day. In this video, I want to give you guys an update of a few different coins. We're going to talk about network hash rates. We're going to talk about a 51% attack that just recently happened. And we're going to talk about the Bitcoin hash rate and a couple of halvenings that are going to be happening this year. So let's begin. First, the news of Grin. They are going to be hard forking at block 786240. And apparently that's going to happen on July 16th. They're going to be changing to a new algorithm called CuckARooz29 from the current CuckARooM29 right now. Okay, so a bunch of the mining softwares are going to be updated, like bminer, gminer, and lolminer. It looks like Gminer is working on a release that's probably going to happen before July 16th, most likely. So for those that are Grin miners, make sure you update your miners and check out the ones that you use on their respective websites, probably on Bitcoin Talk, and then you have to download the latest version, okay, if you are a Grin miner. This one just came up to me recently and looks like MinerStat just made this article on July 10th, okay, so happened recently, but yeah, if you guys are watching this video now, in about 2 days or so, this hard fork is going to happen for Grin. Okay, so that's Grin. The next thing I want to talk about is Bitcoin Gold, and they recently had a 51% attack. This one just blindsided. I didn't even know this happened, but apparently, you know, this article on CoinDesk on July 11th on 2020, they say here a 51% attack was attempted on the Bitcoin Gold, but it was thwarted, the developers say. So there's a couple of points here I'm going to go through. Bitcoin Gold alerted exchanges and mining pools of the attack on July 2nd and posted the notice to community on July 10th, noting that it was time for everyone else to upgrade their nodes. The team only revealed the attempted network takeover to the public after the unknown attacker, which had been mining blocks since July 1st, released 1,300 blocks late Friday night. So I actually want to take a look at the Bitcoin Gold hash rate, and actually if we go to July 1st, it looks like the network hash rate was quite high on June 30th, but it looks like it went down quite a bit on July 1st. Then it went back down to about half at what it was the day before. Okay, so but then now look at this, it's back up again on July 11th. Then they said the developers had circulated an update that featured a checkpoint at block 640650 on July 2nd, that the checkpoint prevented the attacker's chain from taking over the honest chain. The majority of the honest pool hash power continues to mine on the honest chain. I believe they were using NiceHash to rent out the hash power. And then they say here there's about 108 Bitcoin Gold nodes in the world right now, and 30% of them are in Germany, but the price seems to be unaffected by the attempted attack. All right, so yeah, it looks like just recently, it just happened in the past 2 weeks or so now, and yeah, 51% attack on Bitcoin Gold. BetterHash also had a update of the Bitcoin Gold update, and I just want to mention this one thing they said here. With this block checkpointed, the attacker's chain could not take over, but this information was not public. So it looks like, you know, they wanted to keep this private until they were able to get the exchanges and get all the nodes updated and whatnot, but the attacker mined their secret chain for nearly 10 days, renting power from NiceHash to do so. Today, on July 10th, the attacker released over 1,300 blocks. Because those attacking blocks are anchored at the block mined on July 1st, before the checkpoint, the honest pools and exchanges who are running the updated code automatically rejected the attacker's chain. All right, so it looks like it was okay, and the price wasn't affected because the attacker couldn't put the 1,300 blocks that he mined onto exchanges. All right, so that was good. And if you are running a BTG core node or anything like that, make sure you update to version 0.17.2. Okay, so now I want to talk about Ethereum, and the network hash rate has been rising for the better half of, you know, the beginning of 2020 now. And yeah, I'm just going to give my opinion that the reason why the network hash is rising is due to the cryptocurrency market has been gradually coming up and up. So if we look at the Ethereum price right now, you know, right now it's hovering at about $240 USD as of making this video. So if you guys can take a look here at about March 16th or so, Ethereum went down to about $110 USD, and you can see the gradual rise. Actually, I'm going to zoom up here. You guys can see the gradual rise here of the Ethereum price. It's now $230, $238, $240 now, okay? And this kind of correlates to the rising Ethereum hash rate. So, you know, it could be possibly, you know, more people are, you know, getting into GPU mining, turning on their rigs back on. It's getting a little bit more profitable now. and maybe more farms are expanding, or other people from different coins, they're leaving their coins and they're joining back into Ethereum because of profitability and whatnot. Okay, so that's one thing that's possible. But yeah, I just noticed that the Ethereum hash rate has been gradually going up and up and up. And yeah, I wonder if you guys have noticed that as well. Okay, now I just want to update you guys on the Berlin hard fork that was supposed to happen. And it looks like they're going to delay that because they have an issue with the stem client being centralized or something. And they have some concerns about that. I'm not really sure the politicalness of all this kind of stuff that's happening within the development team. It sounds like it is going to be delayed. No surprise there. Next delay that possibly will probably happen, and as you guys know, I've talked about this before, is Ethereum 2.0, the good old proof of stake, getting all that kind of stuff implemented. They say they're going to implement it this year, 2020, but I am speculating that it's going to happen in 2021. Let me know what you guys think about that. All right, now the next thing I want to talk about is the Ethereum Classic Network hash rate. It has actually been coming up as well. I know looking at this chart, it looks kind of crazy, but back in January of this year, Ethereum Classic price went up to like $12 or $13 or $14 or something. So you can see this huge spike in network hash rate go up because obviously profitability was there again for Ethereum Classic. But then, I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. Ethereum Classic did have a fifthening. You guys may have saw that video back in, I believe it was March, the middle of March. So that brought down the rewards, the block reward from 4 to 3.2. So essentially a fifthening. And basically, yeah, since then, the network hash rate for Ethereum Classic has been going down. Price has also kind of been going down as well. So I think there's kind of some correlation there. I think Ethereum Classic and Ethereum miners, they kind of go back and forth, but it looks like Ethereum has been gaining more traction in terms of price. And if you are looking at the opportunity cost between the trading between Ethereum Classic and Ethereum is kind of going up. Yeah, that's why I can see the Ethereum Classic hash rate has been going down, because people are seeing that Ethereum is a little bit more profitable than Ethereum Classic. But I've seen, those profitability calculators showing Ethereum Classic to be more profitable than Ethereum. But I want to know if you guys are mining Ethereum or Ethereum Classic, and give me your reasons why. All right, now I want to talk about the Bitcoin hash rate. It has been just parabolically rising. You guys can see by this chart, I think it's going to hit a new all-time high pretty soon. I think it's at 135 exahashes currently. And I think the highest point for Bitcoin hash rate was 137. That was back in, I believe, May 11th. Okay, 137 exahashes. But, as of making this video, it's at 135. And honestly, it's probably going to keep going higher and higher as the Bitcoin price is going to go up more and more. I think it's going to go up more. Not financial advice, but things are getting pretty excited in the markets right now. And, people are speculating it's going to go up. Some people are speculating it's going to go down. Who knows? If it goes down, then that means the network hash rate is going to go down. But if it's going to go up, then we're probably going to see the network hash rate go up. And obviously there's new Bitcoin, ASIC miners coming out. And so there's going to be more efficiency there. So big farmers, big Bitcoin farms that are out in the world right now, there's tons of them. You guys all know. You guys have seen them. They're probably expanding. They're probably upgrading their hardware, all that kind of stuff relative to, their cheap electrical subsidized electricity costs. It makes sense for them. They're able to have that headroom and capital to upgrade to the latest versions and sell off their old, S9s, maybe sell off their S17s, all that kind of stuff. Okay, now finally, I just want to end off with some halvenings that are happening. Aeon is going to be having an eighthening actually by November, and it's actually going to be a pretty drastic, halvening, but it's called an eighthening. And you can see here the percentage of inflation rate that's going to be pretty much cut down from, I believe, 25% by November. Okay, and it's gonna go down to like 4 or 3 point something percent by December. So it's gonna be a pretty drastic cut. I am gonna make a separate video about this when it comes closer to the time, I guess when November comes, for the eighthening of Aeon. And there's a few other coins that are gonna be happening real soon. If you guys care at all, Bitcoin Diamond in 20 days, Zcash in 21 days as of making these videos. Okay, Mona coin 53 days, Zcoin 71 days. I will make another video about that when it comes closer to the time of the Zcoin halvening. Callisto 78 days, Zcash is going to be 126, and I'll have an update for you guys tomorrow for my Z15 that's mining on NiceHash. The Equihash miner, all right? And then finally, Zen or Horizon Zencash, they're going to be having a halvening at 139 days as I'm making this video, okay? And you can see all the block rewards that are going to be cut in half. Pretty much all of these coins are going to be having a halvening, are going to be having a block reward reduction in their respective days. All right, guys, so that is all I want to talk about. Please let me know what you guys think. And I haven't done one of these news videos of a bunch of different topics in a long time. It feels like it's been a very long time. I'm going back to my roots. Let me know if you guys like these kind of videos or not, or you want me to go back to project videos. Otherwise, I do a range of videos. It keeps me busy. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one and peace out.